Let's go live now to senior White House correspondent Jackie Heinrich, obviously here at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Anchorage. Jackie, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Brett. It's interesting because we just saw President Trump and President Putin get into the car together. A little bit unclear from my vantage point if there was anyone else in the vehicle with them, but this might be the only time they get alone together, because what was supposed to be a one-on-one meeting has now turned into a three-on-three. It's a little unclear who's joining from the Russian side or who decided that the two leaders would not just meet one-on-one, but we do know that Secretary Rubio and Ambassador Steve Witkoff are going to be joining the president in that working lunch, or in their meeting rather, and then they'll go into a bilateral working lunch that will also include the Secretary of Defense, Secretary of Commerce, Treasury Secretary, and Chief of Staff Susie Wiles. And we'll also see how long that lasts. That will be very telling, and tell us in the room here whether or not we're going to see one leader come out and speak to us, or two, because the president has said that if things don't go well with Putin, he will walk. He told you that, Brett, on the plane. And he said yesterday that there's a possibility that they don't hold a joint press conference, that reporters won't have an opportunity to pose questions to both leaders if things don't go the way that President Trump wants, in which case he would come out alone, talk to reporters and say, it's horrible, this is going to continue going on, best of luck to you. And there would be some strength in that decision as well, because then the ball is in Russia's court to come back to the table in earnest. So the world is watching this summit. Also, notably, the president has been solving wars. That he rattles off a list of how many conflicts he has brought to a conclusion since he came in office, and badly wants the Nobel Peace Prize. He's got a list of people who are basically supporting him in that. And I heard from a senior European official this morning who said that their country will be nominating President Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize if he's able to hash out a deal that's fair to Ukraine. You also heard Hillary Clinton say on the podcast with Jessica Tarlov that even she would write a nomination for President Trump if he were able to stand up to Putin and hash out a deal that is fair. This meeting obviously does not include President Zelensky. President Trump's goal today is to have things go well enough that they can have a three-way meeting. The president said yesterday he's got 3 locations staked out, one of them being here in Alaska, where they could have that summit, and he wants to do it pretty quickly. So we expect to see things evolve pretty rapidly over the course of the day. We're going to know which way things are going, and whether that means that we're going to have a press conference here later on today with 2 leaders and maybe a summit in very short order with all 3 or not. Brett.
Well, I hope you guys brought a few changes of clothes, because it could be a few days if Zelensky, I think you make such a great point, Jackie, that this is their time alone in the car. And then if we do see a joint press conference later today, that will be a sign that they appear to be getting somewhere. And I think it's clear that the people of both countries hope that they are getting somewhere, given the casualties, 30,000 a month on the Russian side killed or seriously wounded.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.